Between Clallam and Jefferson County, we have a lot of people that have needs. And COVID hit and everything was just up in the air. And people lost jobs and then they couldn't find jobs and they didn't have resources. And the Y just made it happen.
Meeting folks where they were at in every way, shape, and form throughout our vast rural community. And our services grew up with the intention of really coming alongside, being that neighbor in a time of need who could say, no, I've done it before. I've applied for food stamps before, or I've applied for disability services before.
I also was a single mom of 3 kids for a while, and I know how the system puts you on hold and treats you, and you can't get answers when you need them, and especially like at the weird hours, you need someone to ask and get help from.
We're kind of out in the community constantly. It is an expression of who we are as a body that is trying really hard to listen to the needs of our communities, and very specific communities.
We know that from our last needs assessment, which was done in 2023, that over half of the people that are accessing our services now have been doing it 5 years or less. So we know that many of them are experiencing food insecurity or housing insecurity or other insecurities for the very first time.
We heard from the community time and again that families with children turn to the school district.
The Y has identified and seen that there was a gap in support here in Sequim, and then created a way to have this position and connect the dots for those children and families.
In our Port Angeles branch, we put a family resource navigator within the branch.
There's been where we've had people have come to me and then they've surrendered their child while they go get help with addiction. Everyone reaches out and you get to know the community between the churches and everything in the community. We all kind of work together.
We are out in our Y on the Fly van, literally still meeting folks where they're at. But it also means things like our Children's Advocacy Center here in Jefferson County.
Yeah, this is a very unique relationship. This effort, led by the prosecuting attorney in the county, was looking for a host for the CAC. The community agreed, those involved in child abuse cases, that the Y was a really good choice. There have been a few cases that have been brought up in priority due to the collaboration that has happened in our case reviews. That's a huge win. We now have a system that's focused on the child.
The Y is a safe, accessible place on your hardest days. Meeting families in their front yard and knowing that they're facing an eviction and trying to help them troubleshoot and maybe find some legal help, maybe find temporary housing if need be. You don't have to make it into the Y in order to be part of the Y. We will literally meet you where you're at, and that's what this whole Youth and Family Resource Navigation Program and our Social Responsibility Program writ large is all about.